Have you ever wondered why some people seem to bounce back from loss, while others get stuck in a painful loop of grief? Why do two people facing a similar loss have such vastly different journeys? The answer might lie in a place you haven't considered: your attachment style. Hello and welcome. Today we're diving deep into a topic that touches all of our lives, grief, but we're going to look at it through a specific lens: the powerful, often hidden influence of our attachment styles. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just why you grieve the way you do, but also how you can navigate your healing journey with more compassion and self-awareness. So what exactly are attachment styles? Developed in our earliest relationships, they are the blueprints for how we connect with others. They shape our expectations of love, our reactions to separation, and yes, our responses to the ultimate separation: loss. Generally, psychologists talk about four main styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Let's start with secure attachment. If you have a secure attachment style, you likely grew up feeling safe and seen. You learned that it's okay to depend on others and also okay to be independent. When faced with grief, people with a secure attachment are better equipped to handle the storm. They don't ignore their pain. They face it. They allow themselves to feel the sadness, the anger, all of it. But they also have an underlying belief in their own resilience. They're more likely to reach out to their support system, friends, family, and use that connection to help them process their loss. Their grieving process is still painful, of course, but it tends to be healthier. It's a journey through grief, not a permanent residence in it. They have the emotional flexibility to both honor their loss and over time reinvest in life. Now let's turn to the insecure attachment styles, because this is where grief can become much more complicated. First up is anxious attachment, sometimes called preoccupied attachment. If this is your style, you might have a deep-seated fear of abandonment. You often crave closeness but worry that others won't be there for you when you need them. When someone you love is gone, this can trigger your deepest fears. The loss isn't just a loss of a person. It's a loss of security, a confirmation of your fear of being left alone. For someone with an anxious attachment, grief can be incredibly intense and prolonged. You might find yourself idealizing the person you lost, focusing only on their perfect qualities and feeling like you can't possibly live without them. The emotional reactions can be overwhelming waves of intense sadness, anxiety, and even panic. You might feel a desperate need to cling to memories, objects, or anything that makes you feel connected to them, making it incredibly difficult to move forward. The world can feel empty and terrifying without that person acting as your anchor. If this sounds familiar, know that your intense feelings are a direct reflection of your attachment system being thrown into chaos. Next, we have the avoidant attachment style. People with this style learned early on that relying on others can lead to disappointment or rejection, so they became fiercely self-reliant. On the surface, they might seem strong and unfazed by loss. They might be the ones who keep it together at the funeral, who go back to work the next day, who seem to be handling things remarkably well. But often, this is a coping mechanism. Underneath that stoic exterior, they are suppressing their grief. For the avoidant type, emotions can feel dangerous and messy. Their instinct is to push them away, to stay busy, to intellectualize the loss rather than feel it. They might avoid talking about the person who died or visiting places that remind them of their loss. While this can seem effective in the short term, unprocessed grief doesn't just disappear. It can fester, leading to physical symptoms, unexplained anger, or a sense of emotional numbness and disconnection from life. They might struggle to form new, deep connections because the risk of future loss feels too great. Their healing is stalled because they've closed the door on the very emotions that need to be processed. Finally, there's the disorganized attachment style. This style often stems from a childhood where the caregiver was a source of both comfort and fear. It creates an internal conflict. I need you, but you hurt me. Come here, go away. When someone with a disorganized attachment experiences loss, their response can be, as the name suggests, chaotic. They might swing wildly between the intense, clingy grief of the anxious style and the numb, detached response of the avoidant style. One moment they might be sobbing uncontrollably, the next they might feel completely empty or lash out in anger. Their grief journey is often a confusing and frightening roller coaster, lacking any predictable pattern. This can lead to a state known as complicated grief, where the bereavement process is so prolonged and debilitating that it interferes with daily life for years. They are truly stuck, caught in a whirlwind of unresolved trauma and conflicting attachment needs. So, hearing all this, you might be identifying with one of these styles. And you might be thinking, great, I'm anxious or avoidant. Am I doomed to grieve poorly forever? Absolutely not. This knowledge isn't a life sentence. It's a map. Understanding your attachment style is the first, most powerful step toward healing. It gives you a framework for understanding your reactions, that intense anxiety. It's your attachment system screaming for a connection that's gone, that urge to run and hide from your feelings. It's your self-protective strategy kicking in. Once you have this awareness, you can begin to develop new, more effective coping strategies. If you're anxiously attached, you can work on self-soothing and building a sense of security within yourself, rather than relying solely on others. You can learn to challenge the idealization of the person you lost and recognize that you are whole, even in their absence. Practices like meditation and journaling can be incredibly helpful for sitting with and processing those intense emotions without letting them completely take over. If you're avoidantly attached, your work is to gently and safely begin to open the door to your emotions. You can start small. Maybe it's allowing yourself to listen to a song that reminds you of your loved one, or writing a letter to them that you never send. It's about creating safe containers to feel your grief. It's also crucial to practice leaning on others, even when it feels uncomfortable. Let a trusted friend know you're struggling, even if you don't have the words to describe it. For everyone, regardless of attachment style, social support is a game changer. Our attachment systems are wired for connection. While someone with a secure attachment might seek this out naturally, those with insecure styles may need to be more intentional. Building a strong support system can help mitigate the negative effects of an insecure attachment. It provides the co-regulation and safety that you may not have received consistently in childhood. And please, never underestimate the power of professional help. A therapist, especially one who understands attachment theory, can provide a secure base from which you can explore the complexities of your grief. They can help you identify your triggers, understand your relationship dynamics, and guide you in building the tools for a healthier, more secure way of being in the world. Healing is not a straight line. It's a messy, winding path with good days and bad days. It requires patience and a tremendous amount of self-compassion. The goal isn't to get over your loss. The goal is to integrate the loss into your life in a way that allows you to continue to grow and find meaning by understanding how you're unique. Attachment style shapes your journey. You can stop fighting against your natural tendencies and start working with them. You can learn to give yourself what you need to heal the old wounds, and to slowly, gently, build a new sense of security in a world that has been forever changed. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. This is a heavy topic, and I appreciate you for being here and being open to exploring it. If this video resonated with you, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more content on emotional well-being. And share your thoughts in the comments below. How has your own experience with grief been shaped by your connections? Your story matters. Take care and be kind to yourself.